Hey everyone, Sir Jellybean here, and we are back with CallToArms gates for Ostfront, another tutorial. So someone has requested how to deal with the KV-2. Now, we did this ages ago with the KV-1, and the weapons are quite similar to what you'd be using against KV-1 to deal with them. So, if you don't know the KV-2, basically KV-1 with a massive 152mm howitzer in it and a massive box of armour surrounding it. KV-2 is similar speed as the first vehicle, maybe a bit slower. The armor is pretty good. It's hull armor 1 to 75, turret armor 30 to 90. So, it is pretty tough all around. The disadvantage of the KV-2 is it's got very slow reload speed. It's pumping out a shot about once every 20 seconds. It also doesn't carry the most amount of ammunition in the world. I think it's about... Oh, no, it does 35 rounds. It's more than I thought, actually. I thought it was 15. But the big advantage you have against this KV is it only has kind of main machine guns. It has 3 machine guns. Machine gun there, machine gun there, and machine gun at the rear. But it's very slow moving turret. So it's quite easy to flank with infantry and stuff if you can disable it. And that would be my first point. Best way to beat the KV-2, blow the tracks off. This can be done with basically any weapon that's got anti-tank, even if something like a Panzerjäger can do quite a lot of damage to it. So knocking the tracks off is the best point of call. Disable it, then move in and engage it. Now, obviously that's not always able to be done. So we're set up at about 150 meters away from these KV-2s, and as you can see, your Panzerjäger has no chance of penetrating. The Bison, which is always the go-to for your Stern Panzer 1, it's very cheap to get the Bison research point-wise. I think it takes about 3 extra research points over the Panzer 1 to get. And yeah, it does cost about 800 manpower, but this Bison can crack any tank with its 15cm high explosive shells. As we proved on the first tutorial with the KV-1, this thing can break these. So the Bison's always a good point to call, but remember it's a glass cannon. The next option I would say that's probably what people would think would be effective would be the 5cm pack. Now, a bit of an interesting one. The 5cm pack is not going to go through the front. The side, it can do damage to the side armor, like the lower armor, in the track. Oh, if it actually hits the tracks. As you can see there, good hit on the tracks. But surprisingly, it is not actually going to penetrate any of the side armor. The KV is a very tough beastie. And even on the rear armor, KV is tough as nails. As you can see, look at that. One good thing about the KV the Russians did is they made the armor pretty damn thick on all sides, very smart. Now, something interesting would be the light infantry Gashoots, because it has its 7.5cm and tank shells. Now, obviously, on the front armor, not likely to get a penetration, and obviously got to hit as well. That was a miss. Let's reload. As you can see, there's no kind of greenness coming out of there. It's very tough to penetrate, and that's if you can hit at these ranges. It is quite difficult. I'm not even getting any hits. The reason I'm doing it at this range is the KV can engage us at these ranges. So we're trying to kind of test different things. So as you can see, KV not hit. Well, hit, but not penetrated. It can penetrate on the side sometimes if you get a hit. As you can see, that was a nice hit on the tracks. Obviously, very easy to disable the heat rounds. We'll try and get a hit on the turret here. Might take a few shots, apologies. Bear with me. Come on, hands. Get the job done. That hit the barrel, and as you can see, that has actually crippled the barrel. So obviously, that's more than doable, but that was a lucky shot. Oh, handsy, handsy, handsy. What are you playing at? Right, so we got a hit there. Now, it didn't penetrate. Now, you can get a penetration on the side, but obviously it is difficult. And even on the rear, you aren't seeing any green, because it's very heavily armed. Armoured, should I say. So even if you can get a hit on it on the rear, the best option is actually try and hit the deck here where the engine is. And that's if you can do it. Let's see if we can get an actual hit. Might take about 20-30 seconds altogether to get this done. And even though it hit, still did no damage. So it's a very tough vehicle all around. It's actually more deadly than the KV-1 for one main instance. The main gun is so dangerous. It can blow out any of these units so quickly. And it has massive damage. Let me just demonstrate with the KV-2 if you've not seen it fire. Let's say one of the KVs noticed this tasty Panzerjäger, this little morsel here. I just went, okay. And as you can see, completely annihilated. And actually, even damaged the Bison there. Yeah, whoa! And it exploded. So anything you fire at the KV-2, by the time they have the KV-2, anytime you bring the Panzer 3, the Panzer 4, even if you've rushed to them, they don't stand up to the KV. Holy crap, that Panzerjäger one just went up. Now, one weird vehicle or gun is the 7.5cm Pack 9738. Now, this is not too hard to get. It's not too expensive either. It is very good. So it's a high explosive anti-tank rounds. Can penetrate the front armor there. As you can see, more accurate as well. Look at that. That's a pen. That killed 2 guys. Now, what's interesting to me about that, as you can see, look, 7.5cm GR38 HL heat rounds, right? GR38 HL B heat rounds. So they're a slightly different variant of heat round, but they have more bang for the buck. Well, they're a bigger variant, as you can see, the round is bigger. But what I'm saying is, even though they're both 7.5cm heat rounds, they are a different ammunition. As you can see, that penetrated the front arm of the KV-2. So that was a good hit. Now let's try another one. Decent-ish hit. Now the turret has got pretty thick armor. It's quite hard to pen, but we can get through it. And there we go. That's another penetration. We switch, and he's down to 1 crew member. I'm going to switch back to that gun. Fire. And there we go. KV-2 penetrated from the front at 150 meters away. Side armor, easy peasy. Bang, straight through. As you can see, the penetration. And it is more accurate than the light infantry shoots. Boom, another hit. And we'll put one straight through the side. That thing is, if it's not cooking, it will be soon. It should be dead, actually. I'm surprised it's still alive. Still got crew, but the turret's out of action. It's basically dead. Let's put another one in just to make sure. And there you go. Kaboom, open, and rear armor. Obviously, easy kill here. Bang, straight through the rear armor of the turret. Put one straight through the engine. Boom, engine open. If it's not dead, it's basically crippled. We'll put another one in just to make sure. Boom, and there we go. So I'd say the best answer to the KV-2 is 7.5cm Pack 9738. Now, it is more expensive than the Pack 5cm research point wise. It's not hard to go down this line. Obviously, leads you up to the Pack 40 as well, which is also very efficient. But these heat rounds on it are insane. I didn't even realise how good they were. So that just the fact that they are the B variant. You see there, 7.5cm GR38 HLB, and then you've got the GR38 HL. That's a bigger heat round, but yeah, the B variant is a lot more powerful, and yeah, very effective. But I'm actually just going to quickly check as well what the Pack 40 is actually packing. Let's have a quick look, shall we? So I don't think the Pack 40 uses those heat rounds either. Let's just check. I'd like to give you the best info I can. Where's the Pack 40? Where are you, good sir? Pack 40, where art thou? There's Pack 40. Back to the match. And we have... Where's the heat rounds? Oh, do we have to equip some guy on it? We have to equip some guy on it. Give me a second. Come on, hands. Tim Farber. Well, Tim, you've been selected to enjoy this new gun system. And the heat rounds are the GR38 HL Bs. So I didn't even realise this until recently, but the HLB variants are far stronger than the standard heat rounds in the infantry shoots. Meaning these guns actually, not only have they better armor piercing rounds, but their heat rounds also are far better. And I, playing a lot of this game, didn't really even know the difference, because I just thought about, the 35mm heat rounds. So it makes a real big difference that they're using those really powerful heat rounds. And the fact that they can take on KVs, especially this thing, which on the research tree is not too difficult to get to, makes it actually probably the best answer to the time you're fighting the KV-2. Obviously, you could go for certain tanks, but these aren't very expensive. I think they're about 300, 400 manpower as well, so they're quite cheap. And they bring a lot of HE rounds and a lot of heat rounds. So they're actually a very good niche unit, and I think this is the niche they fill, dealing with the KV. Obviously, the other option, like I said, blow the tracks off the thing. Always a good idea. Just aim for those tracks. And then move in with infantry and engage with anti-tank grenades, or engage with satchel charges, because the KV is a big beastie, but he's also slow and quite immobile. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. I hope it illuminated certain units to you, and taught you how to turn the KV into a smouldering wreckage of kaboom boom. But we will see you on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously, by the time this is released, it will be close to the Airborne DLC. I've not got early access, but I do believe the amazing Hugger Reborn, Shermanator, and a few others are going to be releasing videos a little bit earlier. I also believe maybe maybe Persian. I don't know. I haven't heard from Persian in a while, but you know he's a pretty big channel. So maybe you will see, maybe even General Sheba. I've heard rumours on the grapevine. So you may see some great content for them for the Airborne DLC. I will be at work those days, so my content will not be allowed. So go to those channels, give them some love, and watch those Airborne DLC videos because they'll be very cool and it's exciting for the game. It'll be good to see what is coming out. So go give those guys some love. And I will see you on the next one, ladies and gentlemen. You guys take it easy.